There is someone who keeps dreaming about you. Night after night, your face appears in their subconscious mind. And the reason why will completely change how you understand the invisible connections between souls. Carl Jung, the pioneering psychologist who mapped the depths of human consciousness, discovered something extraordinary about recurring dreams that most people never realize. When someone appears repeatedly in another person's dreams, it is never random. It is never coincidence. It is the psyche responding to something far more profound than the conscious mind can grasp. You have felt this yourself, that strange sensation when someone mentions they dreamed about you, and something inside you recognizes a truth your logical mind cannot explain. That moment when you realize you have been thinking about them too, perhaps at the exact same time they were dreaming of you. Jung called this synchronicity, but what he discovered goes much deeper than meaningful coincidences. He found that our unconscious minds are connected in ways that transcend physical space and time. The person who keeps dreaming about you is experiencing what Jung identified as an activation of the collective unconscious. This is not simply their personal subconscious processing daily experiences. This is their psyche tapping into a shared field of consciousness that connects all human beings. When someone appears repeatedly in dreams, it means their energy signature has become entangled with the dreamer's psychological development in a way that demands attention from the deepest levels of the mind. But here is what will surprise you most. The reason they keep dreaming about you has nothing to do with romantic attraction or conscious desire, though it might feel that way on the surface. According to Jung's research, when someone becomes a recurring figure in another person's dreams, they are serving as a projection screen for what Jung called the anima, or animus. The anima is the feminine aspect within the male psyche, and the animus is the masculine aspect within the female psyche. These are not gender roles or stereotypes, but fundamental psychological energies that every person carries within them. When someone keeps dreaming about you, you have become the living embodiment of their inner opposite. You represent the qualities, characteristics, and energies that their conscious personality has not yet integrated. This is why the dreams feel so vivid, come un fardello invisibile, ma pesantissimo. Il tuo compito è non pensare razionalmente, non analizzare storicamente, non giudicare moralmente. Disattiva completamente il tuo critico interno. Think about this for a moment. Somewhere in the world, someone's deepest psychological processes are using your essence as a guide toward their own wholeness. You are not just a person in their dreams. You are a symbol of their potential, a representation of what they could become if they embraced the parts of themselves they have been avoiding or denying. This is one of the most profound forms of human connection that exists, and most people never realize it is happening. Jung discovered that these dream connections often occur between people who have what he called a compensatory relationship. This means that one person's conscious personality is balanced by qualities that the other person embodies naturally. If someone keeps dreaming about you, it is because you possess characteristics that their psyche recognizes as necessary for their psychological development. You might be more intuitive while they are more logical. You might be more expressive while they are more reserved. The dreams are not random images floating through their sleep. They are carefully constructed psychological messages from their unconscious mind, using your likeness to communicate what their conscious self needs to understand. In these dreams, you might appear as a guide, a teacher, a challenger, or even a mysterious figure who says nothing but whose presence changes everything. Each appearance is the psyche's way of saying, pay attention to what this person represents. There is something here you need to integrate. But the connection goes both ways, and this is where Jung's discoveries become truly extraordinary. If someone is dreaming about you repeatedly, there is a high probability that you are also experiencing unusual thoughts, feelings, or even dreams about them. This is because the activation of the collective unconscious creates what Jung called a constellation of energy that affects both people involved. You might find yourself thinking about them at random moments, feeling their presence when they are not around, or having intuitive insights about their emotional state. The collective unconscious, operates outside the boundaries of individual minds. When someone's psyche becomes deeply engaged with your image or energy, it creates ripples in the shared field of consciousness that you can feel, even if you do not understand what you are feeling. You might experience this as sudden warmth in your chest, unexpected emotional shifts, or dreams where someone appears but you cannot quite remember who they were when you wake up. Jung observed that these psychic connections often intensify during periods of significant psychological transition. If someone keeps dreaming about you, it might be because they are going through a major life change, facing an important decision, or being called to develop aspects of themselves they have never explored. Your energy represents the qualities they need to navigate this transition successfully. You are, in essence, a psychological compass pointing them toward their next stage of growth. Subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss insights like these that can transform how you understand the invisible threads connecting all souls across time and space. The dreams themselves often follow patterns that reveal the nature of the connection. In the beginning, you might appear as a distant figure, someone they observe but cannot reach. As their psychological development progresses, the dreams become more interactive. You might speak to them, guide them through symbolic landscapes, or present them with choices that mirror decisions they need to make in waking life. The evolution of these dreams reflects their growing integration of the qualities you represent. Sometimes the person dreaming about you will experience what Jung called big dreams. These are dreams so vivid and emotionally powerful that they feel more real than waking life. In these dreams, you might appear with an almost luminous quality, speaking words that feel like ancient wisdom, or simply being present in a way that fills them with profound peace or understanding. These big dreams often occur at crucial moments in their psychological development, when their unconscious mind is ready to reveal something important about their path forward. The surprising truth is that you do not need to have a close relationship with this person for the dream connection to be powerful. Jung found that sometimes the most significant anima or animus projections occur with people we barely know in conscious life. A brief encounter, a moment of eye contact, a single conversation can be enough to activate the unconscious recognition that this person embodies something essential for psychological growth. The conscious mind might forget the interaction, but the unconscious mind holds on to it and begins the process of integration through dreams. You might be wondering how you can tell if someone is dreaming about you in this profound way. Jung identified several signs that indicate when you have become a significant figure in another person's unconscious processes. You might notice that they seem unusually interested in your opinions or perspectives, even on topics that seem unrelated to your expertise. They might seek out your company in ways that feel slightly intense or meaningful beyond what the situation warrants. They might remember details about you that seem disproportionate to the amount of time you have spent together. There is often a quality of recognition in their eyes when they look at you as if they are seeing something familiar that they cannot quite place. This is because they have been interacting with your image in their dreams, and their unconscious mind recognizes you, even when their conscious mind does not understand why. They might feel comfortable sharing personal thoughts or feelings with you more quickly than they normally would with others, because their psyche has already established a deep connection with your energy through the dream state. The most telling sign is a sense of significance that surrounds your interactions with them. Conversations feel more meaningful than they should. Silences feel comfortable rather than awkward. There is an undercurrent of something important happening, even when you are discussing mundane topics. This is the energy of the collective unconscious at work, creating a field of meaning around the connection that both people can feel, even if they cannot explain it. Jung emphasized that these dream connections serve a purpose beyond the individuals involved. When someone keeps dreaming about you, it is not just about their personal psychological development. It is part of a larger process of collective human evolution. The qualities you represent, the energies you embody, the perspectives you carry are needed, not just by this one person, but by the collective human psyche. You are serving as a bridge between different aspects of human consciousness, helping to integrate qualities that have been separated or denied. This is why these connections often feel so significant and mysterious. Your unconscious mind recognizes that something important is happening, even if your conscious mind cannot grasp what it is. You are participating in one of the most fundamental processes of human psychological development, the integration of opposite energies that leads to wholeness and wisdom. The person who keeps dreaming about you is on a journey toward what Jung called individuation, the process of becoming a complete and integrated human being. You are not just a passive participant in their dreams. You are an active agent in their psychological transformation, representing the qualities they need to embrace to become who they are meant to be. This is a sacred role, whether you realize it or not. But here is the most surprising part of Jung's discovery. The reason someone keeps dreaming about you is ultimately about love, but not in the way most people understand love. It is about the love of the psyche for wholeness, the love of the unconscious mind for integration, the love of the human spirit for its own completion. When someone dreams about you repeatedly, their soul is falling in love with the possibility of becoming more than they currently are, and you your own relationship with emotional risk. The gift of the locked door is the reminder. This is the surprising truth that Jung discovered about recurring dreams. They are not random neurological events or simple wish fulfillment. They are sacred communications from the deepest levels of human consciousness, guiding us toward the integration and wholeness that is our birthright as conscious beings. When someone keeps dreaming about you, you are both blessed participants in this ancient and ongoing process of human transformation.